Greetings everybody! Welcome to Japan! It's Japan against the Philippines here in the Web of Nations. It's Group D. It's our final round of fixtures in this group. Both sides walking out onto the pitch. This is a massive game. Both sides in with a chance of qualifying for the quarterfinals. It's a sellout here tonight. Let's look at the Japanese lineup. We got Fujita and Suzuki up front, Tanaka in behind those two, Hashimoto the holding midfielder, Nakamura and Sato centre backs, and we got Takahashi in goals. Let's look at the Filipino lineup. We got Reyes and Navarro up front, Aquino and Dela Cruz in the central midfield, Batista and Gonzalez the centre backs, and we have Mendoza in goals. We're almost ready to get underway here and kick off. It's Japan who get us underway, playing from left to right. So let's talk about the group standings right now, because it's really complicated. So we'll get the easy part out of the way first. India are bottom of the table and they're eliminated, and so too are South Korea. They have 4 points, but they've played all their 4 matches. And ahead of them we have Japan on 5 points, and just above them Australia and the Philippines are in joint first right now. Now here's Ramos for the Philippines. Oh, and he scores! The Philippines take the lead. What a start for the Philippines. He stuns the home crowd. He came through on the right wing here. Navarro played him in. He had lots of space. He had time to pick his spot, and he made no mistake. What a start for the Philippines. It's Japan 0, the Philippines 1. So as it stands right now, the Philippines move on to 9 points as things currently stand. And Japan, if they lose, they're out of the tournament. Now if this game ends in a draw, the Philippines will move ahead of Australia on 7 points, and they will be in the quarterfinals. And Japan will move level with Australia. And it'll come down to the final game of the tournament, Australia and India. So the Philippines, they just need a draw to qualify. Right now they're up 1-0. Japan need at least a draw, and victory will see them through to the quarterfinals. Now a defeat for the Philippines may not be the end for them, because if they lose this game and Australia lose by a higher margin, then the Philippines will sneak through also. Here's Kimura for Japan. Now Japan, they're down 1-0. But in their last game, they were down 2-0 against Australia, and they won that game 5 goals to 2. That was an incredible match. So Japan have been here before. They've been losing. We've seen them come back brilliantly. So plenty of time for them here. Here's Fujita, and it's saved. Mendoza with a great save. Keeps the Filipino lead. And here's Fujita, and Fujita equalizes. Japan 1, the Philippines 1. What a start to this game. Both sides getting on the score sheet. We're all square here. And this group is finally balanced once more. Let's have another look. Tanaka had it. Played in Fujita. And a first time shot from Fujita. Beautiful finish. We're all square here. It's Japan 1, the Philippines 1. If it stays like this, the Philippines will qualify. They'll move ahead of Australia on 7 points at the top of the table. And Japan will move on to 6 points, and they will be level with Australia. And they have a better goal difference. So if this game ends in a draw and Australia lose, then Japan and the Philippines will both qualify for the quarterfinals. Now remember, Australia play India in their last game. India are bottom of the table. They have just 1 point from their 3 games so far. Kimura. Let's clear away. Here's Reyes for the Philippines. They won't be disappointed if this game ends 1-1 because the Philippines will be qualified then. And it'll be a matter of whether they finish first or second, depending on how Australia get on against India. And Japan, they really should be pushing for a victory tonight. They cannot rely on India to beat Australia. India have had a very poor tournament. And Australia won their first 2 games. And then lost against Japan in that incredible game that ended 5-2 to Japan. And the cross comes in. The header! And Fujita gives Japan the lead! They've turned this game on its head. It's Fujita once more, his second goal of the game. And look at the home crowd going absolutely crazy. Great cross in from the left. And Fujita got there before the keeper. Brave header. He knew the keeper was coming out. He was just behind him. But Fujita's bravery pays off and Japan lead 2-1. And as things stand right now, Japan are on top of the group on 8 points. And they will qualify if it stays like this. And the Philippines will have to wait and see what happens between Australia and India. Suzuki with the shot. And Mendoza throws it out. Well, what a first half it's been. The Philippines took an early lead, but Fujita has turned it around. His 2 goals now give Japan a 2-1 advantage. Here's Ramos, Navarro, De La Cruz, and it's blocked. Here's Tanaka, Fujita. Oh, Fujita in space here. He's got players in the box. Tried to find Suzuki, but it was cut out. And there's the halftime whistle. It's Japan 2, the Philippines 1. Ramos gave the Philippines an early lead. And Fujita scored twice to turn this game around in Japan's favor. Stay tuned because we have the second half coming right up. And away we go for the second half. Japan lead the Philippines 2-1. Japan will qualify for the quarterfinals if they hold on. And the Philippines will have to wait and see what happens between Australia and India. Remember, the Philippines and Australia level right now on 6 points. It will come down to goal difference. Australia have the advantage right now with goal difference. And if it stays like this, it'll be Japan and Australia qualifying. Australia will need to avoid a heavy defeat against India. Oh, and here's Fujita looking for a hat-trick. This time he blasted over the bar. Good play by Suzuki. Lovely ball into Fujita. And his effort this time. Couldn't find the target. Fujita. Suzuki. Tanaka. Tried to find Kobayashi on the left. It was cut out. Kobayashi in acres of space. Well, it's a corner kick. Nakamura takes it. Cleared up by the Philippines. Japan with the throw in here. Navarro, Morales, Ramos, De Las Santas. Oh, and here's Reyes! And Reyes equalizes! What a goal from Reyes! And all of a sudden it's the Philippines in control of this group again. Silence around the stadium. Beautiful ball into Reyes. And Reyes with the finish. Look at this ball from Navarro. Beautiful. And the finish to match the pass. It's Japan 2, the Philippines 2. And if it stays like this, it'll be the Philippines who advance to the quarterfinals. And Japan will be level with Australia. And they'll have to wait and see what Australia do in their final game against India. This group is so finely balanced right now. And the cross comes in. And Japan clear it. Fujita. Here's Reyes. Morales. Here's Reyes again. Oh, he scores! The Philippines are back in front. Reyes with the finish once more. His second goal of the game. What a game this is. A seesaw battle. The Philippines took the lead, then Japan took the lead, and now the Philippines are back in front again. Incredible stuff here. Great finish once more from Reyes. And look at the players celebrate. They know how important that goal is. It's Japan 2, the Philippines 3. And remember, the Philippines just need a draw to go through to the quarterfinals. So they've given themselves a bit of a cushion here. And if it stays like this, Japan are out. Well, they've won the corner kick. It'll be Nakamura to take. Oh, and a header from Suzuki, and it's saved. Well, we've seen Japan come back from being 1-0 down in this game, so we know what they can do. And we saw them come back against Australia. They have about 17 minutes left. They win a throw in here. If they can get a draw, they'll still be in with a chance. The cross comes in and cleaned up by Mendoza. And Australia will be watching this. They're preparing for their game against India. This result will suit Australia just as much as it will suit the Philippines. Here's Fujita for Japan. He's got Tanaka inside. And Tanaka gets it, but it falls to Mendoza. Just over 10 minutes left. The Philippines in control of this game, in control of the group right now. They'll move up to 9 points. Navarro. Morales crosses it in. De La Cruz with the shot. And here he is again. Oh, and it's wide. The Philippines trying to kill off this game. It fell to De La Cruz again and took a deflection off the defender. It's a corner kick. Morales will take this one. And header! Just over the bar. Reyes with the header. He's on a hat-trick. Fujita for Japan. He's on a hat-trick too. It's been another fantastic game in the Web of Nations introduction tournament. We already know 6 of the 8 quarterfinalists. And if it stays like this, we will know all 8 quarterfinalists, because it'll be the Philippines and Australia from this group that will qualify. And if Japan equalise, then the Philippines will still qualify, and Japan will have to wait and see what Australia do. It'll be between those two then. But as it stands right now, the Philippines, it's looking good for them now. Time running out. Fujita. Suzuki. They need a goal. Suzuki, can he get it in? Well, he wins the free kick. And the referee, well, temper's boiling over here. And it's a yellow card. Suzuki not happy with the challenge. One last chance for Japan. And it's cleared out. And there it is, the final whistle. Japan 2, the Philippines 3. The Philippines are into the quarterfinal. Japan are out. And Australia are also in the quarterfinals. Stay tuned because we have Australia and India coming up. That game will decide if Australia finish first or second. But we now know that the Philippines and Australia are in the quarterfinals. Stay tuned for Australia and India. Until then, it's bye for now.